And then
Don Zietlow didn't always sit in this corner office. And he didn't always oversee the 100-acre campus at Kwik Trip Incorporated in La Crosse, Wisconsin, the distribution center, the bakery where every baked good Kwik Trip sells is made. Not even the banana ripening facility, which kicks out nearly 1 million pounds of bananas per week.
There was a small grocery that we converted to a...
His story starts in Chaseburg, Wisconsin. It's only about 10 miles away as the crow flies, but a world away from where he started as a child.
In my ninth grade, went to school to be a minister. That lasted only a couple of years because I studied until I was about 32 years old.
Don met his wife, LaVon, during his last year in high school and married her 3 years later in 1955.
I got a job as a truck driver for Gateway Foods. Made $67.50 a week and only worked 5.5 days a week, and I thought I died and went to heaven.
But his tranquility was less than everlasting.
One night I was there by myself, maybe 8, 9 o'clock, unloading this load of meat, and I was complaining, really bitching and complaining about how hard I was working, and only a few people get good pay, and the people that do all the work don't get paid so well. And so the guy that ran the meat department at that time was in the building. He heard what I was saying. I didn't know he was there. He came out and said, "Don, if you don't like it, then quit."
Eventually, he did quit that job, but he says that night changed his life and his attitude about work. Several years later, Don and 2 others came up with the idea to convert an old, underperforming grocery store known as the IGA into a new type of convenience store. And in 1965, the first Kwik Trip, this Kwik Trip, was born. But Don never forgot that night unloading his truck.
I remember what happened in 1959 when I was complaining about working so hard. And my wife and I discussed it and said, going forward, we will share 40% of our pre-tax profits with our coworkers.
See you next time.
You heard right. For the past 50 years, Kwik Trip has shared and continues to share 40% of its pre-tax profits with its more than 15,000 employees, or as Don calls them, co-workers.
Don's the real deal.
Steve Lair, now a Kwik Trip vice president, has been Don's co-worker for 25 years.
People ask why 40%. Don intended that to be the greatest portion of the profit Kwik Trips make to go to the co-workers. And his feeling is there, he wants the co-workers that help produce the profit share in the profit. Very powerful.
And obviously it's working. Kwik Trip has 460 stores, and they're building another 40 this year.
As far as the success of our company, our people are our greatest asset that we have. I'm happy every night when I go to bed. And I want to have all of our coworkers come to work happy when they come, happy during the work, and happy when they go home. And this is happiness for me. And if I die tomorrow, I'm happy.